Hello, everybody. Welcome back. If you were here for the Super Smash Bros. Stream earlier, GLEC Week 2, Valparaiso versus Spring Arbor, we saw a very dominant game and match actually out of Valparaiso University, getting the first win of the season for the entire program for the Smash team. And my first win as the graduate assistant here at Valparaiso Esports, which is pretty awesome to see happen. Cool that it was them because I'm currently serving as their coach, as we do not have one. But as we wait here for League of Legends to get started up, it takes a little bit. We are in the lobby and everyone's here, so we'll get into the draft phase soon. Valparaiso University versus Bethel University, GLEC Week 2. Last week, if you do remember, we had a game against. Oh no, I clicked the wrong link. Please don't open. Get the spectator link up here for you for the draft. But last week against Manchester, unfortunately, did lose that series. So 0-1 to start the season in the GLEC for Valpo. But coming into this one, I'd say prepared. Maybe gonna look a little better, a little less sloppy out of Valparaiso. Just having a little more experience here going into this one. So we are ready to start drafting, I believe. Yep, it has come up. So we are going to switch over to the draft page. And we will see Valparaiso starting off game one on the red side, Bethel on the blue, Aurora banned immediately, probably due to its ability to flex through mid and top. Um, but I mean, Valpo's key player is in that mid lane, loves the mage characters from what I can understand. So not much info on my side, at least for Bethel. I'm sure Coach here put in their due diligence. Always doing that. Maybe a one trick Tom Kinch immediately banned. Talia, it looks like we're just going mid target bans. Yeah, I mean, they know Jakimbo is the best player for Valpo, so a little misfortune into Nautilus. Xin Zhao going to be the first pick off the board. Pick one, very interesting. I'm curious what P2 is. I think there's not many mid laners left, but Jakimbo's ability to kind of flex and adaptability and just overall skill probably leaves his pick a little less valuable. I'm assuming something ADC related, possibly. I mean, you saw last week we were picking Unara. A reminder for anyone that GLEC is not fearless, so any of these champs can come back. And it was ADC. It's going to be Varus, not the Unara yet. Unara didn't work out the greatest in week one against Manchester, so we'll see here what P3 is going to be for Valpo. Will they pair it with a support? Will they look to grab something top lane? I think this is maybe a little too early for top lane, so jungle support. Yeah, we're gonna see a Nami in the support. Immediately into Blitzcrank. I mean, they had that pre-fired Blitzcrank Jin ready to go. Not sure, again, on the Bethel side of things, if these are like comfort picks or, you know, you see a little bit of variety when it comes to College League of Legends, especially if you're not at the very, very highest level of those teams like Maryville that are competing in the low stages, tier two. Zach, a jungler that Chance Super Bear is very comfortable on, I believe. We saw Manchester kind of get rid of that and not allow Chance to play it in any of the games, I don't believe. So, gonna be a new one for the season for Chance, or I say new, but just different. The bans here are going to continue along the bottom. That's where you're seeing those characters down there that are grayed out. They get banned, which means the other team cannot play them. Um, Poppy ban going to come in. That's a target at the jungle. Um, which is interesting. What's remaining at this point is mid and top lane, so expect to see some of those characters come through for the ban. Actually, on both sides, that was interesting. Actually, there's like a Poppy top ban, unless they're flexing Jin Zhao into the top lane, which would be crazy. I mean, Ambessa, it seems they watched the stream. The law got very fed on Ambessa in the last in the last series against Manchester. I mean, it's kind of the carry there for a while on Ambessa. Looks like we're hovering Victor. Might get locked in at target at the mid. Yeah, so I guess it must have been a player who's comfortable putting Poppy in the top lane and then Kinnan. So we'll see. Valpo does get the next pick. After that second wave of bans comes in, being on the red side. It's just really, will it be top or will it be mid? I think it's probably going to be if I had to guess, a mid coming through, just because um, I don't believe that the top laner here, the Law, is main role top at Valpo. It's been a swap throughout the years, so we are going to see Oriana come through in the mid lane for Justin Jakimbo. It'd be interesting to see. I mean, you had to kind of match mid here, I think. Or does it? No, it's two blues, I believe. So picks actually don't matter. Uh, Warwick, I'm not sure if that's the top laner. I guess it could also be the jungler now. So maybe Xin Zhao was a flex pick and is going to be in the top lane. Very interesting to see. Lux is going to be the mid laner. This was something they were prepared for, I believe. So Bethel kind of playing the cards exactly what I heard Valpo was expecting. Yeah. So that is going to get locked in. Now it's just to the top lane. What does the Law want to play? Zach, pretty tanky usually, so might not have to go with a tank. Can go with something like a Bruiser. Jax, very good against Warwick, I'd say, with that E and the ability to stop auto attacks. So that does look pretty much like it will be the draft for game one here. Yep, that will get locked in. So we are going to take a little jump over here to the League of Legends roster and take a quick look. The Law in the top lane, Super Bear in the jungle, Jakimbo mid, Diadem ADC, and Yovana support. As we get into this game, we are getting ready. We have to wait through the actual picking here, unfortunately, and then we have delay. So bear with me. I'll bring myself back up. We won't leave you alone. I'll let you listen, actually, to the League of Legends sounds if you want. You can hear the music going off. I thought someone knocked at the door. Must not have been. So, you know, overall, draft-wise, I'd say I like what Valpo came up with. Personally, I don't know. I mean, Varus Nami must be a good combo with the bubble and allowing Varus to get the blight on. But personally, not one I see too often. But I think this is the second time we've seen it this year come out of Valpo. I believe it was game 2 of Valpo Manchester last week. Was this Varus Nami combo? So must be something they're practicing, very comfortable with. Like I said, though, Bethel on the blue side to start, got that first pick. Technically could be an advantage. Might not be. You might like pick 2 and 3 back to back since it's that snake draft. Just waiting for everyone to lock in. Last second strategy coming through. I did learn from last week that we can rearrange the scoreboard. I didn't know that. I apologize. I thought we were just kind of locked because the game was glitched out. So we do have the ability to lock or rearrange the scoreboard, so I will be able to get the junglers, and every other role across from each other. So now we have even more of a wait here now that the characters have been officially locked in, even though they already drafted them and chose what they wanted. We'll be waiting for that spectator delay. Hopefully we don't have a crash. We could avoid it like last week. It crashed as we were going into game 1, which was not optimal. But, League of Legends, it's bound to happen. We do have the 2-minute and 10-second spectator delay popping up now, so hopefully in 2 minutes we will get up there. I'm going to cut to be right back, and I will get you guys into action in 2 minutes.
to Summoner's Rift.
All right, now after the you know, abysmal wait that flash out of Blitzcrank does not get anything. We got our scoreboard rearranged. That wait, game 1 here, GLEC week 2, Valpo versus Bethel. Bethel looked for a full 5-man invade, looked to get the get a hook with Blitzcrank flash, a trade with the jungler. Blitzcrank will have Hex Flash back up and running, but you know, it's pretty much an even trade. You maybe would like Flash on your jungler maybe as opposed to your Blitzcrank because you're not really trying to get Blitzcrank fed. Then again, if this is tank Zac, not the worst thing in the world. So got the Warwick in the top lane. Does choose for Ghost as opposed to Flash. Ghosted TP. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. Be a bit of a duel. I think the Orianna lane is probably a little difficult for Lux if she's not hitting her abilities. And I'm not exactly sure how this bot lane matchup works out. Nami and Varus into Blitzcrank, or into Jhin Blitzcrank. I know Varus should outrange Jhin, but Jin's Q is able to bounce off of things. Mistook there out of Blitzcrank, but the W will land. I think it's Flourishing Strike, maybe? Maybe that's what it's called? I don't know. Blitzcrank looking for the knockup, but I mean, just gonna take a lot of damage. Letting Varus do damage early is probably not what you're looking for. A little bit healthier out the side of Valpo than Bethel, but anymore, as you can see, no one's really afraid to use those pots early on in the game and just try to trade back and forth, get as much XP as you can. Haven't seen any barriers or any other summons used yet, actually. The flash life is about half back for Zac on the Valpo side, so top lane down a little bit in CS, but wave is crashing back, so should be fine. I mean, every other lane's pretty much even. The jungle tempo seems very similar, both going bot side. Be interesting to see if a gank comes through from either lane. I would expect no. At least out of Zac. I don't think there's enough damage yet for it to do much. W is going to land again. I mean, this was an issue that Varus Diadem was having in the last Jhin game. Not avoiding the Jhin Ws and also not being able to avoid the hooks out of Nautilus. The other jungler coming, but great engage there out of Super Bear. Maybe find the kill. Yep. Diadem is low. Nami able to get out. To get Varus out, are they going to pull it out? I mean, he's going to be able to get back on that, but can Zac come back from this? I don't know if they're going to have enough damage to actually kill Zac here. No, I don't think so. I think that accidentally hit a minion, so no death there out of Zac. I mean, that's just perfect scenario for Valpo, even with Zac going down. We'll find that Zac has the ability to kind of revive himself if they do not kill his little goo things that explode onto the ground. I mean, the Law, pushing it into Warwick, I think Warwick does fall off. You know, if this is a long game like Valpo tends to have, Warwick might kind of become useless. I don't know if he wants to trade with Jax, because that stun will make it very, very rough. Jax does still have a pot and biscuits. They are going to flash here onto the mid laner. Not going to be able to get out, just going to save the abilities as both teams look to get control over this top side for the grubs. Oh, great dive, or oh no wait, that was in reverse. I thought Warwick died. I apologize. Not great there. Both kills going on to Warwick, enough to get 100 gold bounty already. That is not great for Valpo. With a lead there, you know, the bot lane getting a lead early, which was something that was not happening in the last game, but maybe a plate here. There's no one in the area. Dragon's up, so they have to be careful because Jin Zhao could have came straight down for that, especially knowing the other jungler died. But going to be safe for the time being. You know, you're gonna see a massive CS lead start to build here in the mid lane on this Orianna with Darksteel. So really need to make sure you're not dying with that though, so you can stack. Smart out of the Valpo bot lane. I think they need to play a little bit less aggressive compared to last week. They were caught out a lot. Volibear was able to just camp the mid lane repeatedly and pretty much take over. It looks like a gank is coming in the mid lane. Zac is going to get the knock up and going to get the grab. Going to slam them together. I mean, this is surely a kill for the mid laner. Oh, Zac is going to take it. Not exactly what you want. You'd love that kill to go onto your Orianna. But, I mean, the elimination is, at the end of the day, going to be the goal. You can't complain about getting one. It's not like it went on to Nami. It will be beneficial on Zac, but I mean, if you can snowball your Orianna, it's going to be very helpful. Blitzcrank has kind of just been roaming around, clearing out some vision. But, I mean, Jhin, actually, you know, not doing too bad in the CS department. I think Warwick might get a solo kill here. The law needs to be very careful. Yeah, he's going to just be able to say, he's dead, right? Yeah. Okay. So a trade, but I mean, that's Warwick's third kill. Gets it back off of that. Good sidestep there, and this should be a winning fight for Valpo. I mean, Jin Zhao's not going to be able to do anything. Is that both kills onto Varus? No, it will not be, but Orianna does get one to make up from that loss earlier, and I mean, this should be Dragon. Cloud Soul over to Valpo. I don't really think Jin Zhao can contest this. They're going to do the smart play, pull it out. Orianna is in a bit of a sticky situation. Yeah, might die for this. Looking to get help from Nami. Great bubble, actually. Just need to play some defense here. The ult is going to have to come out of Jin Zhao, which is interesting. I think he was fine without popping that. But a bit of a back and forth here. Valpo has regained the lead, gold-wise, about 400 gold lead. Nothing massive at the moment. Just really need to be aware, or conscious and aware of this Warwick, because if he gets on top of you and you don't have your jump out, or you don't have E if you're Jax, it will get pretty rough. It looks like Bethel is going to make a move onto the Grubs. Valpo is backing at the time being, so apologies, we went blank there for a second, but we are going to see the Grubs, all three, go over, no contest. I'm sure Jax is going to find out very soon that all the Grubs are gone. It's not even worth attempting at this point. So pretty even game. Ult there out of Lux, I think did land. Lux does have a very fast ultimate cooldown compared to a lot of champs. As you can see the circle on the side of the screen there. You can see that. I mean, it is not long for that to come back up, so. In the bot lane, flashes for everyone, no barrier on Varus. So not really too much of a play opportunity there. Good W out of Jax. Good E here, hopefully gets the stun. Yeah, might be able to drop the ult and get the kill here, but I mean, oh yeah, that's, that was a waste. I don't think that was a good idea, even if you don't fall into tower range. Like, I'm pretty sure you're still dying to Jax there, so a little bit of a troll out of the Warwick. But here at Valparaiso, we're going to take that every day of the week. Pretty even mid lane, not too much going on. Jakimbo actually does land a great ultimate here, is possibly just going to be able to get the kill on Lux. That root is going to save, and the ability comes in, the ultimate, 2 ults. Is Jakimbo going to be able to get out of this? Gets knocked up, isn't able to survive, but I mean, I think that was, let's see, a flash and 2 ultimates. But like I said, I mean, the Lux ult, I mean, it comes back very fast, so possibly a gank opportunity here. The Pixel Brush is awarded, but Zach is going the long way around. Maybe hoping to wait here for a little bit of a bait in, see if Varus and Nami can get Blitzcrank or Jin to commit, but they are backed off. Zach has actually moved down into the bush. We'll see what happens. Jin Zhao's kind of in the area, but not really. I think the Law is playing this game very well. Actually, give us a second. I mean, this is great knockup out Nami. The bobble does miss, but I mean, another kill. Unfortunately, it went on to Nami. But pushing Blitzcrank away. Jin's weak. Jin Zhao's in the area, but I mean, still a 3v2. Jin's weak. There's going to be plenty of tower that could get taken here. Zach is actually going in. I'm not sure why the camera here is not cutting down here. I've moved into the jungle. Wow. They are backing out now, so they'll play. It kind of looked like on the minimap that Zach was going to commit to getting on top of on Jin Zhao in the jungle, like they were going to dive. Possibly a jump here out of Zach. Yeah, I think that was a good stop. I don't think there was much that could have happened. Flash out of Lux, which is great if you are Valpo. I mean, this game is starting to get a little one-sided. It's kind of swinging in Valpo's favor. Take a look here at some timers for what's coming up. But if you are just now joining us, this is game 1, 0-0. Valpo technically has a small lead, but not much. Looks like a fight is about to go down in the mid lane, possibly. Orianna is good back, so probably just try to protect the turret while Varus matches Jin in the bot lane. Nothing crazy. No dive attempt out of Jin Zhao, Lux, and Blitzcrank. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, Jin is definitely down because Varus does have Blade of the Rune King, has full item first, so if they could make use of this advantage with Zac down here, it would be great. They don't know where Jin Zhao is, unfortunately, so Zac is going to just have to go back to farming and get some tempo. But second Drake has spawned. So hook attempt there out Blitzcrank is gonna work, lands on a thing. Ult here coming out of Jin. Ult out Blitzcrank as well. I think Blitzcrank might die for this. Yeah, no, that was not a great play. And Zac is on top of Lux. I mean, this is a worst nightmare if you're Lux. But now Zac is kind of alone. Gets the double smash up. Chains of Corruption out of Varus. Ult out of Jin Zhao, nothing's gonna happen. I mean, Jin's just alone, looking to get a kill. Will find the Nami, but I mean, what is that? A 3-for-1 trade, I believe. And the game is still very even in the top lane. I mean, Warwick has a small lead just because of 3 kills, but Varus is online and dangerous. This is exactly what you want to see after last week. The bot lane duo really struggled. Repeatedly getting ganked. It's great to see them have a little bit of a turnaround. Oh wow. Warwick is dying under tower to Jax. That's kind of crazy. Jax is going to be able to destroy this tower very fast as well. Yeah, as you see, he might just go for the whole thing. No, is going to back up. I don't think Jin Zhao can really get in the area. Yeah, the old ward jump out tech out of Jax. Gotta love it. But yeah, I mean, now Valparaiso is firmly in the control of this game. Everyone has their first items, you know, except no, I think everyone's on first items, but a lot more gold going around, about 3,000 more on Valpo's side. 2 Drakes as well. Bethel did get the grubs. We can't forget that. They did get the grubs. All of them, so wow. I mean, Blitzcrank is in a bit of a pickle here. Yeah, Flash is still up on Orianna. Jakimbo. What more can you want out of your star player? Warwick is going to go in. I'm not sure why we cut away. I guess he must have jumped out. Someone must have. Jin Zhao is on the top side. Lux is gonna die. I mean, this game's not looking great. Surely Jax is coming that Warwick's missing. And Jin Zhao, we have no idea on where. They're getting the Rift Herald, but it looks like Zac is invading. Maybe a tower dive here. We'll see. On the bush. Charging it up. Here we go. The wave's here. It's gonna get it. It's gonna get the knock up. Varus gonna get it. Zac, tanky character, able to take it. Nami needs to get out. That's gonna hurt. But the kill with that range out of Varus. The TP coming in. Uh-oh, Lux. They're about to have round 2. Oh, they're not going to go for it, actually. Oh, I think Nabi kind of walked back into that one, possibly. It might have already been out. Lux is going to play very disciplined and not try to run it down. Good ward there out of it. Oh, Lux might have found themselves in a bit of a situation here. Varus is going to be able to do some damage, but not enough. Warwick might be dead again. Yeah, like I said earlier at the start of this game, I mean, Warwick just falls off immensely. Even with that lead, Warwick had accumulated. Jin Zhao needs to be very careful. Blitzcrank is there. Blitzcrank has not been doing much all game, though, to be honest. 06. Orianna is just kind of bullying here. Is going to get the kill on Jin under tower. I mean, and there goes Lux. The ult out of Jin Zhao, but I mean 1v4, just gonna get tossed around, and the Jax is just doing what Jax does, obliterating your entire lane. Warwick is gonna have to match. Blitzcrank can't really do anything to protect this tower. They might also lose it. Jin up in 6, but I'm not sure it's gonna be in time. If Valpo does want to kind of push, yeah, they are gonna take this tier 1. So it's 2 tier 1s. Warwick looking to try to get the Jax. Don't think they're gonna get there in time. Almost. Not gonna get it. I mean, 400 gold bounty on Zac, 450 in the mid lane on Orianna, 300 on Jax, so, and then 550 on Varus, ADC, Diadem. Having a crazy game. Valpo was down at one point, and now it's 20 eliminations to 7. So, this one has gotten out of hand fast. Just to see if Valpo can close it out. I mean, that was kind of the issue with Manchester. There were plenty of opportunities where they could snowball the lead that they had accumulated, but both teams actually kind of just would let the other team back into it with some silly mistakes. So we're gonna see if Valpo has, eliminated that out of the realm of possibility. Play a little more disciplined. The bot lane is not going to get caught out. Jax might be in trouble. Good flash to avoid the Q out of Blitzcrank. No hook today. Chikimbo in a bit of a situation here. 1 ult, 2 ults. Is going to be able to pull Jin Zhao away and dodge that final shot. Blitzcrank is back looking for the knockup, but I think Jax can just solo kill Warwick. Oh, that's a good hook. I don't know if he has enough damage. He does, and now Blitzcrank is in a world of trouble. I'm not sure if Lux will get there. Jax actually might be in a bit of a situation. Lux is going to be there. The ult, the flash. That's a lot to commit to now lose your 3rd Drake to kill 1 Jax, who got the Warwick. Lux will be able to take some tower, push the wave in, shove it, but I mean, Orianna is still beyond fed. Varus is still beyond fed. That mid tier 1 also looks like it's going down very soon. So I'm not really sure there's a way back in for Bethel. We're approaching a 10k gold lead here for Valpo. Well, no, not anymore. But after getting that tier 1 finally. But wow, diving between towers, looking for that one to get destroyed. Hook is gonna miss out of Blitzcrank. So that Zac engage is just crazy. The Otacon has spawned bot. Not really sure Bethel could contest if Valpo wanted to get on it. And I think Valpo could very easily in the game, if Bethel does do it, starts up the Otacon, gets weak. The Otacon has hands. For those of you that don't know what the Otacon is, we'll take a little pan down here. It's this monster, newest monster added to League. But yeah, he fights back a little harder than some of the others, like the dragons. It seems Valpo is positioning around this. Orianna is going to back to match the top lane. There are 3 at the top lane. That is maybe the play for Bethel, you know, to try and get the tower and apply some pressure. They're going to lose this Otacon, though, and I think Orianna is going to be able to put up a fight here. Well, yeah, Orianna is going to get here before this tower is really in any danger at all and clear the wave. Just need to be careful that Xin Zhao engage. It's here. Yeah, totally fine. Get the Otacon, save the tower. Lux does take a tier 1 in the mid lane, which is a good one to take. I'd say if any of the tier 1s you can get, it's that one. Warwick gonna try to go down, but yeah, Nami ult's there, and I mean, Nami ult, if you can land it, it's great. I mean, you're pretty much getting yourself out of any situation there with the tidal wave, or I don't know what it's called. If I hover, I wonder if it'll tell me. Oh, it is called tidal wave. Okay. There we go. So take a look down at the bottom of your screen. You will see the scoreboard, and we will be able to see that there is still a massive bounty on Varus. Zac, engage from Zac, is gonna miss the grab, but is gonna pop the ult. Xin Zhao there to save. Warwick is going to land on. Zac might be dead, but this might be able to get turned around for Valpo. A hook on Varus is going to be great. I mean, this is Bethel's way back in. One will fall. They did not kill Zac. Zac is still alive. That is going to be the mistake for Bethel. You've got to finish off Zac. Does not matter that you took Varus out. Jax is just going to be able to run it down under this tower. Way too tanky. Yeah. Look at that. How many, was that like 3 or 4 charges out of the new towers? And it did nothing. It just tickled. So this might be enough to end it. Blitzcrank in 10. Blitzcrank's not going to be able to do much. I think they will get the inhibitor and back out, most likely. If I had to guess, with multiple coming up here very soon. No objectives up. Dragon maybe soon. I don't quite understand how to read this. To me it looks like Dragon in 1 minute and 11 seconds, but yeah, it is. Okay, that is right. So the Infernal Drake will be up in 1 minute and some change. And Valpo is on Soul Point here. So we'll probably see that come through. I mean, 28 to 9, 38,000 gold to 45,000. Everyone from Valpo is kind of backed. That gold spent advantage is going to be massive at the moment. I would love to figure out what that button is to see gold spent. It looks like they have both recognized that the top tower is kind of weak and unprotected. Orianna is going to back again to try to get it. It does have TP, not sure if it's going to be invested. Apparently the back stopped, not sure why. Valpo is gonna get the Drake though, so I don't think this tier 2 in the top lane is worth the Drake. Soul Point here for Bethel. Should believe it means the next one should be the Elder Dragon. So yeah, don't think that was worth it personally. Not a League professional. Winning this lobby is way better than me. Warwick's in a bit of a pickle here. Is going to evacuate, but oh wow, Chikimbo is 1v2 in. Yeah, there goes Lux. Be careful, Xin Zhao's there. What a sidestep. Ult does come in, smite, but the hourglass is gonna pop to let that run out. I mean, Xin Zhao, you are dead, my friend. I hate to inform you. kind of just got smurfed on. Yeah, that's a bit rough. I mean, Jakimbo having one of his games. I've heard that he's possibly the GLEC faker. So definitely looking great for Valpo here. I think this is going to be able to be the end. Gen ult coming in, but it's just going to start tickling. It really is not hurting anyone. Both towers are going to fall. Chance just going in, ulting, just trying to bounce on them and waste time. The Nexus will fall, and that will be game 1 for Valpo. First match win for League of Legends this season. What a great one that was. Really snowballed that lead. Um, Huge shout out to Diadem Blake for getting that early lead for us. And not letting it go away. I mean, we got the ball and then we just kept rolling and rolling and we kept the momentum, which was great. Um, oh, it did not kick us from the party. So Valpo up 1-0 against Bethel. Best of threes. So we will have another game here very soon. A lot of teams like to take a break, go get some water, use the restroom between games. So we will be back in a little bit. I'm going to cut us to be right back. I will see you soon for the draft and game number 2. All right, so we're gonna do this a little differently. Excuse the scuffed setup we've got going here, but this is how we're gonna learn who's what team and what we are playing because we were not given a spectator link for the draft. So seems we've got on the Valparaiso University side Jarvan 4, Zerath, Corky, Milio, and Rumble. On the Bethel side, we've got Syndra, Tarek, Warwick again, Samira, and Vi. So all new champs except for the Warwick. Maybe a bit of one trick in the top lane. We will have to see. I'm not really sure how that matchup goes for Rumble. I would assume well. Can has some ranged ability. But you know, Corky could be. No, Corky is definitely the ADC, Jarvan in the jungle, Milio support, and Xerath mid. Syndra mid, Tark support, Warwick in the top lane, Samira ADC, and Vi jungle. So we'll see. We will get into this one. I know I was gone for a little bit. We did not get a spectator link for the draft, unfortunately. So we had to sit there and wait a little bit. And now we have to wait again. So I'll bring you back here to me. Why not? As we wait. If it goes anything like the first game, we'll be out of here in 30 minutes, and we'll be 2-0. The series will be over. We'll be 1-1 on the year for the GLEC League of Legends for Valorant. And there's not many teams. There's not as many games for League of Legends. Not as many matches, as some of the other games in the GLEC. League of Legends teams are few and far between. So, not many opportunities to come back, to bounce back, get into the LAN in November for the Great Lakes Esports Conference. So every win here matters. Game differential, anything like that is also going to be very important in case there's any ties. So you want to make sure you close it out here, get a 2-0 win, get back on our feet from last week in a game that we definitely could have won. And I'm not saying that it was free and that we blew it, but there was definitely opportunities where we had a decent enough lead to where we needed to just take that last step and be able to finish it off. But we've got about 1 minute here left for spectator delay. Then we have to load into the game. Because why would League of Legends have it preload or anything, to get you ready? So 40 seconds. I'll cut to be right back. And then we'll be back with the gameplay. Game two. We'll make sure we get that updated for you on the score. Valparaiso is up 1-0 over Bethel University. GLEC Week 2. We'll be right back. So I actually am going to come back to you here a little sooner than we are loaded into the game, and that is for one specific reason. We're going to take a look at the roster again, and we are going to see Super Bear in the jungle, Jakimbo in the mid lane, Diadem in the ADC role, and Yovana playing support. But we are going to have a little bit of a difference. So we didn't have a graphic ready for this. The Law is not going to be playing top lane in game 2. I'm not sure if this is to get Sweet Tea, the backup top laner, some games in. The Law maybe had to head out early, but we are now into the game. No hiccups here, and we'll be ready to go game 2. You might lose your view for a second here because I want to get Valpo that 1-0 lead. Hopefully they're on the right side. They should be. So rearrange the scoreboard here. Syndra is going to be in the mid, and Warwick in the top. Why is this being difficult and not dragging now? Oh, messed up on this side too. Rumble into the top. There we go. Should be all lined up here now. Everything should look how it's supposed to. Yeah, and I mean, game 2 of Valpo up 1-0 in the series. Best of 3 gets Bethel University. No 5-man invade this time on the Bethel side. Tarek is going to be cut out here a little bit. A little tag up. I mean, nothing really that crazy, but possibly stop some vision from going down into the Valpo bot side jungle, which is always great. Both laners starting in their tops, or both junglers, I mean, starting on their top side. Let's see, there is a ping coming out. They maybe think that Jarvan is starting on that bot side. I'm not sure. I think I'm really interested to see how Sweet Tea performs. I think that's going to kind of be the big thing in this game. All of the other lanes seem to win pretty convincingly, as well as the top lane. But I mean, new top laner, first game for Valpo coming in. But I mean, what a better champ to start on than Rumble, right? Well, always seems very powerful. Just needs to be careful to not use too many abilities here. And don't get on Warwick too early because we'll see a Warwick with another like 3-0 start like last time. Rumble is going to overheat here. Warwick not going to be able to get in and chase. Oh, wow. Yeah, Rumble needs to not go back in there. Warwick is going to be able to turn that around and heal. Possible gank opportunity, maybe, but I don't really think Jarvan's got an angle to do anything. I don't think Rumble's safe under the tower here. Will look to flash. Warwick won't die, but Jarvan is going to be on the hunt now. I mean, Warwick is in a rough spot. Does not have flash, already used Ghost, has TP, but I don't think we'll be able to get it off. Flash out of Vi there for really nothing. Warwick is going to go down here. Rumble just needs to stay away, let Jarvan clean it up. Oh, the flash out of Corky there under tower, but barrier from Samira will save the Bethel ADC's life. The backs coming in out of everyone. Valpo does have a bit of an early lead. Definitely nothing crazy at the moment. But that first kill to Jarvan is going to be a great start. Rumble very down in CS. First game, subbing in. First collegiate game for the freshmen, Sweet Tea. So you definitely just gotta keep an eye on this. I think it is in our benefit here at Valpo that the enemy top laner is playing Warwick yet again, because Warwick does fall off at a certain point and is unable to really continue. Jarvan there to save. Xerath might be able to turn this fight, is going to be able to get the kill onto Vi. Syndra is in a rough position here, but Tarek's here, so is Warwick, so they are actually going to be able to save that crazy dive out of Warwick there under the tower. You know, I mean that took some guts to go in there, but didn't die yet. Flash here out of Tarek is going to get stunned, take a tower, suddenly half health. I'm not sure I like that. Rumble does get that pushed in, is going to get the Warwick TP out, which means no sums for a little bit on Warwick. A lot of sums missing actually on both sides. No flash on Rumble, no flash on Corky or Xerath. No flash on Vi or Syndra. Syndra will die. Vi should be able to clean this up. I mean, Xerath has no flash. It is trolling a little bit. That was kind of funny. Lost Vi. Vi was maybe not looking at the screen. I'm not sure. Once you step into that bush, you do have vision. A dive attempt there out of Samir doesn't really work. Emilio might have balled. I was too focused on laughing at Vi getting juked out like that. We'll take a look here at the timers for the time being. Vi full committee here. Jarvan is going to come in though onto this dragon. This is going to be a bit of smite off. Both do have smite. Vi does get it. It is possibly going to be able to get out. Nah, flash out of Jarvan. I think that's the right play. Yeah, be able to turn that. Milio there and Corky. Syndra is coming in. Syndra is in a very risky spot. Unfortunately, though, for Jarvan, the bot lane did not follow. Xerath is there, so no danger, no kill yet. The CS lead, though, near 30 in the top lane towards Warwick, who does have a kill as well, so no full item yet, which is definitely working in Rumble's favor, but, you know, could get a little dangerous. Xerath is getting dived on, will get stunned up by the Syndra ball. Tarek trying to do something, cannot do much. No flash needed. Jakimbo does hold on to it. Love to see it. Ult's up for pretty much everyone except Xerath, actually. Pops that as soon as I say it. A little artillery barrage coming in. We'll see Bethel move on to the Grubs first. They did this in the last game, but Valpo does look to be collapsing. Milio and Jarvan both moving up. Rumble coming in from the top. Rumble does have ultimate, I believe. This could go crazy, but Bethel's going to back out. Actually, they're going to start hitting the crab and alert the Valpo players that they're still there. I'm not sure who that grub actually went to. Must have went red. Interesting ult there. Typically, you probably don't want to lock Warwick on top of yourselves, but it does work because he can't hit all three of you at once. So, Rumble ult does get dropped there. I mean, it's a real good damage doer, really great zone tool as well. But for the first game here out of Rumble in their collegiate career, not going too bad, honestly. Definitely don't want to overstay. I want to get this plate probably and back out. Actually gonna look to take the next wave. Really needs to be careful though. Warwick and Vi both in the area. Be safe and not overcommit. 150 gold bounty. Warwick would really like to have that. And here we go. Warwick is going to run it down towards Rumble. Not going to really be able to do anything with that though. So missing mid laner. It's getting pinged. Just on the way back from a base. So nothing really to worry about. Yovana clearing the vision. Kind of just in a farming state here. No objectives at the moment. Gonna be a little bit before the next Drake. So I don't expect much action. We will see if someone gets cut out, but I would really be surprised to see anything. And Rumble still down in CS, but did get one elimination back. Might be dead here. Is gonna drop the ult. I don't think can kill, unfortunately, with Warwick's ability to heal, but does survive. I don't think low enough to dove on, but it seems the dive is coming. The dive is coming. We're having a fight in the bot lane. Rumble is attempting to back. I am ready to jump up there. It seems the bot lane's gonna be fine. I mean, Rumble died immediately. Oh no, it pulled to the side here. We're missing out. Samira is most likely gonna die. It just depends on who to. And now Vi has also earned themselves a death. No one out of Valpo in the bot lane dying. TP coming in here out of Syndra, but I mean, Xerath is long gone. Looks for the stun. Gonna get a nice chunk there. Jarvan invading, possibly. Just looking for camps. Not sure this is gonna be any sort of dive. It actually is. Doesn't have ult at the moment, though, so can't keep Syndra in place, but does get the flash out. I mean, that's best case scenario. That bot lane tier 1 is getting hammered as well, so Valpo in firm control of this game. I mean, 10 eliminations to 3 over Bethel. But actually TP coming in here out of Warwick. I want to see what's happening down here in the bot lane fight. Xerath is 2v1ing in the mid lane. It's Jakimbo. It's kind of what we expect. Lots of low players down here. Corki could go crazy. The Xerath ult is coming in as support. Maybe a little bit of a scare tactic. I don't know if Xerath used any of the shots, actually. But Rumble's just kind of been left to his own devices up here. Just getting the farm. Hasn't actually had to really worry about anything besides that one team fight. And I think this is the tower. Don't think anyone gets there in time, but Warwick gonna get a plate here on the tier 1 in the bot lane. The Infernal Drake is now up. They look to see Valpo play for that because in the first game they played for Drakes and not really any of the other objectives. Tier 1 going up there. Warwick, not sure if Die does not have. Maybe used ultimate there? Died? Rumble getting run down here. 2v1. I don't know. Will actually get away. Any kind of dive attempt coming. Needs to just hope this bat goes off. I mean, yeah, this is going to be rough. Rumble is just going to die, unfortunately. A little bit of an overextend there. So, but everyone's on the top side. That Drake is just going to go over to Valparaiso, and that tier 1 in the bot lane should fall. Tier 1 in the top lane for Valpo is going to fall, though. Actually, 2 tier 1s and a Drake for Rumble in 1 tier 1. I think that's a Valpo favored trade. So, Jarvan is in the enemy jungle, waiting for Syndra maybe to come back. A little bit of a dive here when Xerath takes his tower, but Syndra probably will not walk up. Warwick is just getting zoned out here. Syndra might die. Jarvan might be tanky enough to... Yep, definitely is. I mean, currently losing the topside jungle for Valpo. Vi is in there, but looks to be coming out, so that vision code is going to, excuse me, alert Valpo that someone is in their jungle. And it is Vi. They could look to collapse here, but Super Bear very low. Might be able to come steal this with Smite. Does Vi does not have Smite. Super Bear did not know though. That's the advantage we get as the spectator, being able to see all of that. The Rift Herald has spawned. Rumble needs to be very careful. Very minimal vision for the red side and Valpo around here, and very far extended all the way up to the river. There are a lot of Bethel players in the area that could have went very bad if they had went upwards instead of deciding to back off of the Herald. But now Valpo does have vision. A little bit of a posture towards maybe a mid-fight here. Next Drake isn't for a while. So Xerath is actually kind of getting pinched here. I'm not sure. Does get stunned. Is about half health. Will stun the Warwick, who does get the ult off. Isn't going to be able to get out. Did not have flash. That was the best case scenario. Yeah, Rumble is just roasting you. You cannot get on top of Rumble. You cannot get in the danger zone. That is also going to be the Herald. Still quite a lead here for Valpo. Warwick is alone down here, farming. Maybe was farming the Gromp. But that Herald here gonna go over to Valpo, and we'll see who picks it up. Will be the jungler. Warwick in the enemy jungle. Syndra, though, taking that tower, so going to be a little bit less of a concern. Rumble just trying to keep the side lane pressure from being too much. A few shots here into that tier 2 in the mid. A fight actually starting to happen. Jarvan is definitely stronger than Vi right now. I didn't realize Jarvan's 8-1. So kind of just popping anyone. That was Vi's ultimate to escape. But not looking great. I think they could drop that Herald right there, honestly, if they wanted. And they will. That's going to really hurt that lane. Syndra is actually TPing backwards, not something you see very often. And then Rumble's kind of time wasting. Good posture. Will the Herald get one more charge? It won't. I thought someone might jump in and try to take it. Good choice by Diadem there to really back up and not worry about it. Could have went for the chase, could have W'd forwards, but would have been all alone. Drake will be respawning in about a minute and 14, minute and 10. So Valpo is posturing around that, looking to get some vision into that bot side jungle for Bethel. But Super Bear is just so fed, could just kind of run down, yeah. Vi does have the ability to go over walls, but like kind of got what you wanted there with the flash. So Drake coming up in 45. They are looking to get some vision in the top side. Syndra maybe, but like there's not really any opportunity here for Bethel to get in. Drake. Oh gosh, we've been audio-less this entire time. You've had no game sound. I apologize. That's only 18 minutes worth of no game sound and just me talking. Syndra is going to find Jakimbo in the top side. A little bit of a dive there with Tarek, but Drake is coming up in 5, so Jarvan should be making his way back out of the jungle. Not sure they want to go for this without Xerath. They will. I don't even know if Bethel can contest or do anything. Jarvan's still fed 8 kills, is ahead in CS as well. I mean, it's great. Samira is in a bit of a pickle here, possibly. Jarvan is going to go in, is going to ult. Samira has no flash, is just stuck inside, should die. Will pop ult, isn't going to do anything. Vi will go in with ultimate, but will die and do nothing. Rumble TP coming in. Valpo is going to be able to take this tier 2 in the mid lane, I think. Never mind, they're going to pivot and they're going to look for Warwick. We're going to start hunting. Warwick should have finished that back. I'm pretty sure he was just back in. Now he is in an awkward spot. Is getting Rumble ulted. Ults away to try and get out, but yeah, nah, you should have just saved. Should have just saved it, honestly. I don't know the timer exactly on the Warwick ult. It might have been worth to go for it. But Otacon in game 2 is going to go the way of Valparaiso University again. And it kind of just feels like a repeat of the last game. A 5,500 gold lead. Otacon goes our way. Multiple Drakes. Rift Herald. Some of the grubs as well, even. Not really sure I see it in for Bethel at this point in time. So they really need to get that shutdowns onto someone like Samira or Syndra. That's 700, 600, and 200 gold. Those bounties would be amazing. Could maybe get them online, but it might be too far gone. Jarvan is a bit of a menace right now. So you can see it pinged in the chat, but the Baron does not come up for another 3.5 minutes. Don't know if Bethel feels this is their win condition. A little bit of a standoff there for Warwick and Jarvan. This is actually not a bad fight out of Bethel, but just if you can't deal with Jarvan, he's just going to continuously beat you. He is way too fed. He can stay on top of them. Here comes the Rumble. Oh, Rumble's going to start cooking. Xerath ult from a distance. Syndra, the only character alive. Taric pinging a lot of stuff. Maybe a little bit of tilt there at this game, though. It's pretty much over in my eyes. Valpo might actually be able to finish this one even. Not sure if they'll go for it. They probably just take the inhibitor and back out. Play disciplined, which is smart, but I think they could have probably just pushed the agenda and got out of here. But with Drake coming in a minute 45, it's good to not die. Get out. Spend some of that gold we just earned. There was game sound the whole time, just not as loud. Interesting. On my end, it said it was muted, so I'm not sure how it happened, but it might get louder here. See? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We froze. Oh. We're back. Did it, like... Might take a fast forward here. I apologize. Hopefully nothing happened. Everyone's still alive. Good. I might bump pause. Here we go. Looking to get it on Samira. We'll be able to flash, and I mean, yeah, Xerath ult coming in. Not able to do much. Everyone on Bethel is on the top of the jungle getting vision. Their win condition right now apparently is just go through the top wave. Everyone's going to try to hold off while Syndra pushes through the top wave and tries to end the game. But unfortunately, there's 3 lanes that is happening to them on. Xerath is going to match Syndra. See if there's possibly a fight. Drake does come up. Should be fine for Valpo. Good flash out of Xerath to get away from that. I think Syndra's kind of the only character who can do anything at the moment for Bethel. So, good decision to respect that, even with the lead Valpo's got here. Third Drake going over to Valparaiso University. And like I said, this one's not looking great, like a 7k gold lead now. I just don't see any way really for Bethel to get back in. I mean, this would need to be a massive, massive out of Valpo. So it sees the vision, you know. Respect to you, but I don't see it coming because here goes the Baron, and Vi is in the bot side jungle for Valpo. No, Cedric can clear some waves, but this is gonna be rough. We might get that tier 2 in the bot lane, but there's Baron, and here comes the quick recalls. There really won't be much more progress made if they do get this tower, which I'm sure they probably will. But Valpo is going to be running it here. Looking to catch up. I don't think anyone will be able to. So going to have to position, and now Bethel has the very, very difficult task of protecting their entire base here while the Baron buff is active. So Valpo just needs to close it out. Just kind of weed down the Bethel side. A little bit of a spectator glitch there. It's showing towers. They do not have any towers in the mid lane left, except for the final 2. Great stun there out of Syndra, actually. Got catches too. Valpo will be able to get out. Yeah, I mean, Rumble and Xerath are going to just melt this bot tower here. Powered up cannon. You know, you really just have to stay in range to keep that cannon powered up. But Bethel is not strong enough to get close. Syndra pushing the top wave. I think that's the one character I would want getting pinged for help, for assistance. Is Syndra running it? Give up on their team? What, what are we doing? Like, why did we go farm that Baron buff and the enemy team is in your base, hitting your towers, your Nexus towers? Xerath is gonna clean house here with ultimate. That is only one down at the moment. Flash is being traded. There goes Vi. Samira ult does come out. Not sure it's gonna be able to do enough. We'll find one, but yeah, just pretty much full health on the other champions. Baron buff's still here. The other towers shall fall. GG's is leaving. Maybe a little bit tilt out of Bethel. I'm not sure what Syndra was doing there. Definitely was not beneficial, whatever it was, up there in the top wave, clearing that when the Baron buff is in your base, hitting your Nexus towers. But hey, can't complain if you're a Valpo Beacons fan. You know, great bounce back here in week 2 of the GLEC versus Bethel. We'll find a 2-0 win. Just what you're looking for. Had a rough week 1, but coach got it back on track. We'll find that win, and we will move to 1-1 on the season. Same with Smash Bros. Valorant is coming. I know you're all waiting for GLEC Valorant, our first season of it. Next Friday, we actually will have a little bit of a different schedule going on, so we won't be streaming here on the Valpo Esports channel, but we will be live in the Manchester Esports channel. We are going to Manchester University next Friday, September 12th, to play in person. We're going to play our Valorant game there and our Smash game there. So make sure you check out our socials for those posts. Manchester University Esports socials for those posts. You'll find the link to the Twitch channel and YouTube where they stream. Be able to see us, playing in person. Some of the players should get on camera, get some camera time. It'll be a really fun experience. Valorant's first ever GLEC match, like I said, for the year, and for the program entire history. They started in the spring with the MVC, so now they get to do the GLEC here in the fall. But That's gonna be it for me. 2 wins today. Great way to bounce back after last week. We had 2 losses, but 1-1. We're sitting at 50% for League of Legends, 50% when it comes to Smash, and no Valorant games took place yet. But really great showing, really good resilience out of Valpo Esports. Props to Sweet Tea, the freshman top laner, stepping in for the law there in game two. Did not disappoint. I think played really well. So that's it for me. We will see you here soon, hopefully. Keep your eyes out. Follow us on socials. Book some birthday parties with us. We can hold birthday parties here in the lab. Whether it's 5 people, 10 people, you play on the computers, the Switches, the Wii, whatever it may be. Got a good games catalog going for you to choose from. So come have a party with us here. We'll host you. It's a great time. We already had one this year, so if you're interested, also check out our merch store on Agent Inc. on any of our socials at Valpo Esports. You'll be able to find the link to that. You can get the jersey that the players wear. You can get the old school jersey. You can get the Valpo Esports uh, hoodies, hats, shirts. Supports us. We get a little bit of kickback from that, so helps the players. So with that being said, I think that's all I needed to tell you guys. Thanks for hanging with me here. Sorry about the audio. I know in chat you guys said it sounded fine anyways, but I apologize for that. A little bit of a learning curve. I'm also here doing it myself. Shout out to Aubrey and Wes earlier on the Smash stream. They did awesome as always. And yeah, we will see you next time. Bye.